Now this deck is absolutely hilarious. Expedition deck. We're at 1 win. I wasn't originally intending to record it, but it's so funny. We basically have Nautilus and Lee Sin in our deck. It's a deep deck. I mainly drafted Bilgewater because I really wanted to see how Nautilus does. And we had a really funny first game. Didn't get to record it though. So I think I'm just gonna get more Nautilus because we really don't want to toss Nautilus by accident, right? I'm just gonna show you how this deck works. It's so funny. And in an expedition setting, I guess we have fewer starting cards. Like in Constructor, you start with 40 cards, right? But in Expedition, you only start with 30. And of course, you get more cards along the way. But generally speaking, you have to toss slightly fewer cards, so you get the deep really fast. I got the deep on Titan 7 last game, and Nautilus was leveled the moment I played him. So we don't our weakness, I think, is basically the early game. So I mean, oh, he has a Maokai, so it's toss versus obliterate versus mill, I guess. The important thing we need is early drops, because our deck doesn't have any of those. I guess You've Been Warned is a bit difficult to proc. Yeah, we don't have good starting minions, they just didn't offer us any really. I got a precious pack, I guess we'll just get into 2 free damage, right?
Smell that? A fight's a cooking.
I think we pass.
Feel the scissor
What is this?
on an empty stomach.
Oh, Dragon Protection. Very slow card, huh? 5 mana for 5, I guess. With the flexibility. I think, there's a chance that we just don't block, right? And we just have Pilfered Goods for next turn. Because we do need some cards in our deck. In our hand. Yeah, and he can't block with this is Fearsome, so he can't block. We want to open attack, yeah, because if we played something like that, then we can't block anymore. I guess I'm gonna Pilfer him first. And the funny thing about Pilfered Goods, right, is that his deck is better than our deck. Our deck sucks. I didn't care what I drew. I didn't care what I drafted. I just basically drafted anything that said Deep or Sea Monster, which didn't. They only gave us 2 Sea Monsters, 2 or 3 Sea Monsters. A little bit sad about that. We can probably pick up more along the way. I mean, so some very bad choices. His Split Feather is going to challenge our 4-2. So, I mean, there's a chance that we just play the Dragon Protection right now, right? And if we do that, then we only have 2 mana left over though. Yeah, the early game is the part where we suffer the most, so to speak. Although, we can also miscall him back. Like, miscall isn't getting any better, right? No. We do it now. Maybe miscall gets better, it's hard to say.
The dragon will keep you safe.
Oh man, the early game is a bit questionable.
Batter him!
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't challenge our... Okay, so then the Dragon Protection was the better play. What's he thinking about? Oh, just like that? Okay. So we get to survive another turn. Ooh, maybe it's time, right? Oh, You've Been Warned. This card only gets better the longer we go on. So, Oh, and next round start. I guess we do this first. Who do we give the vulnerable to? Probably the 4/4, right? Yeah, so it only lasts one round. Whereas if you say grant, then it might last more than one round. So we get to draw a card. I guess we got another sea monster. So we're at 23. So we only need to toss 8 more cards. Or draw 8 more cards. And we have 2 Nautiluses. And once we hit Nautilus, I mean it's 7 mana, 13/13 with Tough. The Tough is a bit extra, but like, you don't really need it. But 13/13 is very difficult for the opponent to deal with, right? So there's a chance that we just play the Devourer of Depths next round. So we don't really want to pick a card, I think. I think I'm just going to play these slow spells now. Just get as much defense up as possible. The first time an ally dies. Okay. Okay. So a little bit of defense. And I don't think we want to pick a card, right? We could get the Nautilus actually. We could get the Nautilus. So we discard a card. I guess Scribe is not the best. Nah. Let's just keep mana open for Twin Disciplines. Yeah, it's a pretty funny and difficult deck to navigate.
We Demacians are no easy prey.
With less health than me, so we can't obliterate the Queen unfortunately, but we can obliterate the War Chef and develop a 6/6 at the same 4/4 at the same time. So I think that's probably what we're gonna do, right? Less health, right? Not less or equal, right? Yeah, less health. Couldn't get rid of the Queen there.
Scouting ahead.
Wouldn't I just block you with this? Oh, there's a chance we could have let the Bug Bee survive if we sack the 4/1 instead. So that could have been a slight mistake. But we get to block another one, right?
Don't test me.
And maybe we just try and let the we don't want to get the Curse Keeper dead. I think we protect the tooth, right? No. We can also pick a card and try and draw into Nautilus next turn. Get rid of the Scribe. Yeah, we don't really need Scribe anymore. Maybe this was too aggressive. But I'm seeing like he only has 4 cards left. And if we hit the Nautilus, we can stabilize, right? Okay. Now I'd rather not hit the Nautilus. Because I'd rather play the sea monster. Can't charm the waters anymore, but I can warn him. Warn one of his cards. I will warn it. And I can pocket his. Oh man, this deck, the combos are insane. Although the weakness is the early game. Yeah, we don't have a lot of early drops. Oh man, look at that. And then we draw again. From the Yi Bin Warn. Oh no, we don't. It's a bit unfortunate that he had the repose there then. So that was repost for 2 cards, it's a bit sad. Now we really need to find Nautilus though.
Nothing gets between me and my mark.
So I'm thinking we salvage, right? Okay, not Nautilus, that's good news. We go deep. Hunting fleet. Oh, that's the deep. That's the deep. So our first deep synergy from the sea monster. I guess we have more than 2 sea monsters. I'm not gonna block the queen. Am I? Yeah, I'm not gonna block the queen. I think 11 health is okay for us to work with for now. Man, this is a deck and a half, man.
He's gonna be so happy.
See a Radiant Strike or something. I'm gonna block the 4/4, I think. It's an interesting attack. Maokai is at 8 now. Oh, we have another sea monster. That's nice. You like to see that. Haven't drawn Nautilus yet though. I think we're close though. Yeah, we have 2 Nautilus and there's only 13 cards. There's a chance that we don't play the Beast, right? So that we get the discount from playing Nautilus. I think we'll play Hunting Fleet first.
Today we hunt. Alright, let's miss
It's such a bizarre deck.
Oh, Bertrand.
Wait, what is this? Oh, it has a Last Breath. Right. I think we have to play him, right? It's a bit too slow if we don't. Although, we can also miscall and bring back the 7/7. Well, both of them are 7/7s.
there across the way.
Yeah, and then there's a chance that whenever we draw Nautilus, we basically get a discounted Beast below. Three mana 7/7 seems okay. Seems okay. Man, this deck is so funny. Wait till you see Nautilus. Roughly a 10% chance, maybe a bit higher, 15% chance to draw Nautilus next turn. And we have salvage as well, but I'm not sure if we can. Yeah, we can salvage and top deck Nautilus still. If we toss the Nautilus, that we really sad. Maybe we don't salvage. Yeah, we only have 12 cards left. Yeah, that's a bit scary. Toss 3, deal 7. I'm not sure if I want to toss, man. Because once you draw from an empty deck, you lose.
Here we go.
I have to block here.
Escape this time.
I'm just thinking, do we protect the 1/1? I'm thinking no, right? Yeah, what do we need the 1/1 for?
No.
Oh, he's queen levels here though. Yeah, he's queen levels. I think we have to find the Nautilus, right? Yeah, we just have to risk it for the biscuit. Oh man. Cross your fingers, we'll be okay. We didn't toss Nautilus. No, they didn't draw Nautilus either. 8 cards left. Okay. I guess we want to play the push up for sure, because we want to have one extra draw. Grant the strongest enemy vulnerable. I think we want to grant it after the queen levels, right? Because the queen will become the strongest. Right now it's this bear, lecture bear. So I'm thinking we YOLO. We YOLO and just play the push up. Let him attack. Because we have 7 damage. The Maokai is not leveling yet. We have 7 damage, and when we draw Nautilus, we have to play the beast for much cheap. But then again, do we really need the tempo? I think yes, right? Because we can have free twin discipline, but we don't really need it. Yeah, we don't really need it anymore. Let's just stay safe. We don't need the tempo anymore. Can afford to have the undiscounted beast below, and there's a chance that we don't draw Nautilus. It's only a 25% chance. Well, we have 2 draws, so yeah, it's pretty high chance to draw him. And we're gonna hire gun at the last minute. It's gonna challenge out 7-1. So the queen levels. We're gonna keep it vulnerable with the hired gun, as planned. We're not gonna block this one. Yeah. This one comes back as a 4-4. Now we're gonna keep it vulnerable.
Get paid.
Yeah, that's the way.
What do you see?
Another Scott.
You two are a welcome sight.
Yo, what's going on? Why did he draw 2 cards? Oh no, he tossed 2 cards from Maokai's ability. Yo, where is the... There's your boy. There's your boy. The water rises. This deck is hilarious. I thought it was a meme deck. I mean, the early game is pretty memey, but the late game, yeah, as you expect from a deep deck, right? Once you go deep, the Maokai's gonna level, but I think we're gonna win here, and we have less than 4 cards anyway by the time he levels. So I'm gonna challenge the queen with the 7/7. I'm going to. There's nothing else that can challenge or anything, right? So I'm just gonna attack with everyone else.
Don't stand in my way.
And we have 1 twin discipline available. Not gonna play the salvage because we're gonna deck out very soon.
Can you stomach this?
I think we just win, right? Since he couldn't block the Nautilus. The animation is a bit slow. Boom! I don't know how far this deck is gonna go. I don't think it's gonna go that far. But we'll just see. So Dragon's Rage is one of the new cards. Oh, it looks really strong. Yeah, it looks really strong, but our deck doesn't need top end. It needs early game. Another sea monster. That is nice, but like I said, it needs early game. So the Narwhal is a more early game than the Abyssal Eye, and we have no problem in the late game. Ooh, Shipwreck Hoarder. When I'm summoned, toss 2 and shuffle 2 treasures into your deck. And treasures are really strong, right? And this one is not that strong. It gets stronger, right? Draw me instead. When if I'm tossed, draw me instead. This one summons 3 5/5s with deep. So, and this one is absolutely insane. Treasure Trove. But we don't really need top end, and they want us to sacrifice one of our early games. I don't think we can, man. What's that? Swain? Swain TF is all new cards. respectable. So we're gonna keep the early game. Nautilus, now that we have 2, it's not necessary to keep him, right? But he's a very good 7 drop and we cannot afford to toss him. So Pocket Aces is always going back. You rather top deck it. It's a bit of a risk, but I kept Nautilus in my opening mulligan in the first game as well, and it paid off.
What I've done.
I guess I'm gonna play the 2-1 to challenge the 2 health. I guess we need some sort of deck tracker, right? To keep track of what cards you've tossed.
Get rich.
Toss 3, he only showed 2 though. What is that? That's a little bit strange. I know we tossed another hired gun I saw in the animation. Probably gonna play the pool shark and hope we top deck something cheap. Otherwise it's just gonna serve as a toss, right? Because it's fleeting. Although, now we can't Pilfer Good. Pilfer Goods, you want to have Plunder active, I think. It's just too weak as a 2 mana draw one. Alright, since we drew a 3 drop, then we could probably we can skip the Pool Shark. Because we're gonna have something to play on turn 3 for sure. And early game is really our biggest concern. 2 free damage. This is a very interesting card. Yeah, we're gonna skip the Pool Shark. It's quite nice, yeah, it's quite nice. Double Trouble. Oh, this is ephemeral. I was like, what kind of 1 drop has a 4-3 stat line? What? That's insane, man. I'm gonna play the Dragon Fist. So we're gonna let the 4-3 go in. That's okay. And we're gonna have our Pilfer Goods activated next turn because of the Corsair. I don't think we play the deep just yet. Yeah, we can always wait because we have Nautilus in hand already. And we're gonna level Nautilus soon also. This deck levels Nautilus pretty easily because I prioritized the discard and toss a lot. I don't think I'll attack with this because I don't want to give this 2 attack, right? Or 3 attack. It's gonna survive, yeah. So just gonna open attack because and probably play this later, depending on what we draw from Pilfer Goods. Because I wasn't planning to attack with this one anyway. So with the Plunder effect, we get 1 extra card. So 2 mana, draw 2 from your opponent's deck. And his deck is a little bit stronger than ours, I would say. So I think I'm gonna play the Pool Shark after all. And I mean, Campang Pickpocket doesn't deal with the 2-5, right? So probably a Coral Creatures. And get back 1 extra mana. Jettison. When you cast a spell, give me Elusive and stop all enemy spells and skills targeting me. That's nice. So it's basically a elusive unit, right? He's gonna play a spell. Sure. It's a good thing that we drew the fleet. Oh man, Swain. Maybe we grant someone a dragon protection, probably himself, right? Well, deal 3 to the enemy nexus. How far is he? Is he level already? No, he hasn't dealt any non-combat damage. Man, this is insane. We cannot let him Nexus strike us, right? So we have to chump block with probably the 1-2. Another deep. This doesn't really do anything. I think a Dragon Protection first.
Hardened scales.
Because we want to block the board, right? Jailbreak, okay. Don't necessarily have to jettison yet. Jettison is a 1 mana spell. It can synergize with Lee Sin. So we only need to jettison if we really need the deep activated. Probably this one first, right? Maybe even the Camp Punk.
I got the goods.
Yeah. 3 attack, 2 health, it contests the 1-2, right? And it contests the 0-3. But I don't expect the 0-3 to come in. Yes, so it defended against the 1-2. So we're gonna defend the swing. Oh wait, it's fearsome. Of course. Of course. So I guess we have to do it this way.
Don't test me.
And yeah, I would like to prevent face damage. Anyway, we have a lot of minions coming up. So I'm just gonna sack one of these. Who should I sack? This one? Okay.
No outsiders.
No outsiders. Damn. So it's a good thing we played Dragon's Protection first. Then our
I'll shoot the wings off a
4-2 gets to survive. And we have Nautilus active in one more turn. We can't summon him yet. It's round 6. So I'm going to I could open attack, or I could don't. If I do attack, it will be with Camp Punk, right? And I can just play. What does open attacking do? It only deals 2 extra damage, right? Is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, I feel like it's not worth it. But we can Twin Discipline though. Maybe we attack with this one.
I'll take on anyone.
Captain's orders. Bullet to the face.
Bullet to the face. You're so silly. Crack shot Corsair. Alright. We're not gonna play Beast Below yet. What's that? Vault Breaker? Oh no. So I guess we denied all his mana spent, which is nice also, and we traded down the body. If we play Beast Below, we don't have enough mana to jettison to get into deep range, and anyway we can play him at a discounted cost after Nautilus comes out, so I'm gonna go ahead and just slow down a little bit. Maybe we should have played this first, then we could have rushed our boy, but I wasn't sure if he was gonna develop a minion. So if he developed a big minion, then there's a huge chance that we won't get a favorable attack in, right? So I'm gonna drop the Nautilus here. It's a fantastic health, fantastic stat line, 0-12, and it becomes a 13-13 really. So yeah, this deck is looking pretty good. Oh, you got a sea monster there. Wait, it's elusive, so he's gonna go in for sure, but he's not deep, so.
Hey, Rusty! Gonna try to kill me again?
I hate you.
Why did he say that's a pretty funny interaction? Anyway, this gets elusive, so he has to cast the spell first before he attacks. Yeah. So only that one attacks. Okay. Does he have deny? He doesn't have deny, but well, we might as well toss now, right?
Dive deeper.
Okay, good discards. We haven't discarded anything important yet this expedition. Yeah, how are you gonna deal with a 13-13? Oh, we could even just play the deep below right now. And ooh, yeah, the new sort of you can obliterate one of your minions to play. That's the new board interaction I think that Riot has. So we upgraded our 1-2 to become a 7-7.
There's plenty of killing left.
Okay. If it dies this round, it's only one round, so we got to play this next round when it's our turn to attack. And I'm thinking, shuffle the enemy to an even of this. Oh, so we can shuffle bounce one of his minions back into his deck. I'm thinking we're gonna warn the Swain isn't even that scary, right? The Swain, yeah, I feel like this is even scarier. The Abyssal Eye.
The tide rises.
Maybe we bounce the Abyssal Eye back later. Yeah, I guess we can play the Hunting Fleet first and just get another free upgrade and not give him a Narwhal Wall because his board is full. It's such a funny deck. Okay, we're gonna warn the Swain because we want to probably bounce the eye back, right? And the bounce is fast speed, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack first. Can attack with the Campang now as well.
I've got us covered. Don't let my size fool you.
You poor thing.
Yeah, bro, that looks okay to me. Oh man, this deck is actually a lot stronger than I thought it would be. In Expedition at least. I think in Constructed it's definitely viable. But you expect it to be so strong in Expedition. Because the cards offered in the draft was just not good, man.
Never lost a fair game. Or played one.
Okay. What is he gonna play? He's gonna play the red card. It's gonna get rid of our 1/1s. He couldn't play it just now, I guess, because he wanted to he didn't have the board space and he didn't want to obliterate anyone. So I think I will shuffle him back later. So I will charm the water instead and grant him vulnerable. I'm thinking probably even I can just grant this, right, the vulnerable, and riptide someone else. Is Longtooth a sea monster? It's not. It's not deep yet.
The sea beasts will fear us.
One cost allies. Oh, Feast is one cost, I guess. Okay, maybe we just bounce this one back. We're gonna pick a card first. And discard the Rush, I guess. He more or less has to win this turn, I think.
Let me show you what I can do.
Just a briny deep.
Do you hear the call?
Run him through!
Just play max defense, right? Just yoink, yeet him back into the deck.
Is that all?
And this is still vulnerable, so He's gonna become deep though in another 2 turns. Oh, but we have rush. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Another Riptide. We don't necessarily need to. Oh, if we pilfer him, he goes deep. So we don't want to pilfer him yet. Oh, okay, I guess he just realized that it's over. He cannot. Like, how do you deal with a 13-13 with tough and everything is insane. Insane stat line. Oh, more Nautilus. What's Jaw Hunters? Random sea monster in hand. That's okay, right? That's actually not bad, right? Because we were kind of lacking a little bit in the sea monster department. Although Twister Fate is a better early game minion. Brash Gambler to play me, discard 2, attack, draw 2, fleeting. It could be okay. And Jaw Hunters is here as well. So basically, do we want Nautilus or Twister Fate? And I think we already have 2 Nautiluses. So having a Twister Fate isn't bad. Can slow down the game quite a bit. Up against another Nautilus, NTF and Fiora. So then we try and find our early drops, right? Because early game is our biggest concern. When I've seen you draw 8+ cards, oh, that's not easy. Lee Sin. Lee Sin is probably actually a stronger card than he looks. Yeah. Challenger, Barrier. The requirements are casting spells, and we have a bunch of spells in our deck.
Strength in grace, beauty in the blade.
Danger pays.
Terror of the
Let them be
Tides.
swords.
Oh, so it's like a skittering, frenzied skitterer kind of card. So him not challenging us suggests to me that he doesn't have a way to kill this. I won't cast Twin Dis. Oh, he does have a way.
Must have told me back.
So it's a good thing that we didn't cast Twin Discipline yet, so that we get to get rid of his Fiora this way. If we greed it out and cast it as a health, then we will be in deep trouble. Yeah, so that's the good thing about Twin Discipline, just having that flexibility. So it's my turn to attack. Attack, draw 2, fleeting. Oh, but the thing is, even if I draw it, I can't play it, right? It's fleeting. So what is the point of this card? But the 4-5 stat line is pretty good. I guess it helps. It's like a toss, right? Because you alliterate your deck basically. Would I rather just play a Beast Below? I mean, I probably can discard these things, right? Like, some of them don't really matter. Like, Scrap Shot is pretty good. Do I really need coral creatures at this point? Create a random 1-cost spell. Ah, it's pretty good for Lee Sin, I guess. So maybe I'll just play Beast Below. I don't have any good discards yet. And I don't really want to draw my Nautilus and have it be fleeting, right? Maybe I'll play her next turn, so that I have at least 6 mana to play with.
For a round or two, dead in their tracks.
It's gonna go cast anyway. So yeah, this turn is pretty good to play the
Luck is smiling.
Brash Gambler. Oh, never mind. He doesn't give us a chance to play it. The open attack means I cannot block with the 4-2. I can just play the Narwhal and the Coral Creature, right? Because Coral Creature gives me a 1-cost spell that I can potentially synergize with Lee Sin later down the road.
There's another one!
And it attunes. So I can play it for free, that's really nice. I forgot about the attune part. I thought I just couldn't play it on turn 6 because I'm planning to play the golden narwhal. That would be tapped out. So he draws from our deck. Wait, he could have drawn Nautilus. Oh no. That's kind of upsetting. But we do have Lee Sin though, which is a more immediate threat. Even if he plays Nautilus, I mean, I guess it's really bad. It's very difficult for us to deal with 12 health with tough. We drew our Nautilus, so there's a larger chance that he didn't draw Nautilus.
Only I can endure the dragon's
So the first spell gives us Challenger, the second spell gives us Barrier. Probably we want to challenge the Twisted Fate away ASAP. Depending if there is a good target even, the challenge.
The enemy quivers with fear.
They do quiver with fear. And once our Lee Sin levels up, the Dragon's Rage is just really strong, right? Oh man, this deck is actually really strong.
Strength in grace, beauty in the blade.
I mean, I guess we challenge it away then. It's not paramount that our Lee Sin survives, right? So I mean, it's good if he survives, but we have Nautilus now. What is this?
Dragon.
What? Concerted strike, huh? I mean, I guess this can attack. And even if he blocks with the 4-2, I think we're okay with this trade, right? Because we're not really trading with the Twisted Fate anyway. The Twisted Fate has quick attack.
Save my blade.
And next time we have Nautilus. He's not gonna be leveled yet though, so it's gonna take a while. We could scrap shot to expedite the process of tossing our deck. The scrap shot is looking nicer and nicer because we get to keep our 2-4. I'm not sure how important the 2-4 will be, but willing to take this scrap shot, I guess. My barrier, okay. So that's a really big value for him. Yeah, that's the problem with scrap shot. Like Vengeance would have taken him out, but scrap shot deals damage. So this is quite expensive, so I think I'm gonna play Nautilus first.
Golden glory.
Next turn. Or I could play the Brash Gambler and Brash Gambler could be better, right? No, Nautilus is better because next time we 100% level up our Nautilus.
Today, little ones.
That's a pretty interesting interaction. The core creature wants to play with Nautilus, but Nautilus is busy. Just get a 1-drop out so that we can block something potentially. No more Lee Sins in our deck, so alright, let's see what he does here. So the good thing about, I mean, it's not that the Twisted Fate is almost leveled. So the good thing about having Nautilus not leveled yet is that he's the weakest creature, right, on our board. So, well, I guess he gets challenged away anyway. But otherwise, the gold card wouldn't target the Nautilus, which is pretty interesting. I'm going to go into deep here, right now, so that I can get rid of the 4-1. Such a cool level up animation. I don't have to draw again. I think I'll probably be developing minions this turn. Probably I can play the Terror of Tides when I'm attacking. So yeah, this Grant's the strongest. Ooh, unfortunately, Twisted Fate is not the strongest. So I really wanted to get rid of the Twisted Fate, but I guess we'll just play. He might develop an even stronger one, so we'll hold a higher gun for as late as possible. We're gonna play after he plays something. So he has 2 treasures in his deck now, which means that we can potentially pilfer it. Oh, that would be really funny. I'm going to give it vulnerable. Maybe we should have vulnerable the 4/4 actually, because it's elusive. Yeah, now that I think about it.
Looks like I'm on a hot streak.
Yikes. We might actually lose. Although we have the Devourer of Depths coming right up. So I'm gonna play the Devourer of Depths first and get rid of. I'm thinking I want to get rid of the TF. Yeah, I'm thinking I want to get rid of the TF because if he plays spells, he gets to play the first 3 times he plays cards. Oh, he just what is the first 3 times he plays spells, he could gold card or red card or blue card or whatever card our Nautilus, and that you know, the gold card stuns our Nautilus. I wanted to get rid of him ASAP. This deck is insane. Gonna probably keep our early game. Like I said, this deck really needs the early game. So I'm gonna skip the trade and I'm gonna end the video here, but there will be a part 2 where we try and get 7 win again. So stay tuned.